Hey, what's going on everyone? Thank you for stopping by. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to play Longate by Wave Types. I'm just going to teach you the intro riff and the intro lead riff or lead line. If you need tabs for this video, go ahead and stop by my Instagram. I will put it here or somewhere on the video. Shoot me a DM with your email address and what was your favorite song from this past year, and I will get you those tabs. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. I'm gonna play the riff at full speed first, then slowly, and then I'm gonna break it down step by step. Alright, so let's get started. So before we start, you want to tune your guitar to drop C sharp or drop D flat tuning. It's basically drop D, but down a half step. So the first part of the riff goes like this. And the second half is the lead line. Now I want to preface this by saying I figured this out by ear and by watching some of Alex Cook's videos that he posts on his stories. Some of his videos I could not see his right hand, but I know from learning his last song, Whitewash, that he likes to use a lot of legato with his left hand. He likes to use a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs and not necessarily pick everything with his right hand. So that's one thing that you want to be sure of that's one trick you want to have when you're learning songs, is try to understand and try to think of how the guitarist might play it based on his or her natural tendencies and ways they actually play. This first part of the riff is a lot of hammer-ons and a legato. So you're going to start off by picking the low C sharp, or I'm just going to call it low E string. Pick it and then hammer on to the 4th fret. And then next is the 4th string. This is a hammer-on from nowhere, so it goes 0, 4 on the low E string. I'm going to just call it how it would be in standard tuning. But 0 to 4 on the low E string. And then hammer on with your ring finger on the 4th string, the D string. And then hammer on again after that on the same D string on the 7th fret. After you do that, next is hammer on from nowhere again, 4th fret G string. And then after you do that, it's another hammer on from nowhere on the 5th fret on the B string. And then we finish it off with a hybrid pick using your middle finger. Hybrid pick the open E string on the top. So this whole first part is all legato. It's kind of hard. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. So I would suggest focusing on this part first getting it down because it basically, this is kind of like a theme that repeats even in the next version of the riff, the lead version is a little similar. So once again, putting it all together. These hammer-ons from nowhere are really tricky, especially on your pointer finger. Your pointer finger is probably the weakest legato finger. So that one is going to be really tough. So after you get that part down, you slide down to the 2nd fret and play a power chord, which is just... This is a little tricky. I don't know if it's a power chord or if he just plays the 2nd fret low E string by itself. So you can choose whichever you want to do, either a power chord or just a single note. I like the single note though. So after that, it's another tricky legato sequence. So this time we start on the D string. Start by picking the open D string, then hammering on to the 4th fret, and then the 6th fret. After you hammer on to the 6th fret, go down to the G string, 4th fret. But keep that ring finger sustaining that hammer on the 6th fret as you hammer on to the 4th fret of the G string. So they both ring together. And when you have them both ringing together, this is a little tricky. You want to slide both of them up. So your pointer finger is sliding up 2 frets while your ring finger is sliding up 1 fret. That might be a little tricky for some of you guys. It was tricky for me. Once you get that down, it's just another hybrid pick of the open E string. So altogether, so far we have and we finish it off by playing this chord. It is the open E string, open A string, D string on 4th fret, G string on the 6th fret. And you can actually play all the strings. So it goes like this. That's kind of the strumming pattern of that chord. When I'm doing those palm mutes, I'm basically just palm muting the open E and A strings, or in this case it would be D flat and A flat. So you want to get those palm mutes down tight. So after you get that whole riff down, that basically repeats 4 times. 4 times. And then it moves on to playing the lead line. So once again, the lead line goes like this. That's the first version of the lead line. There's actually two versions. So the second version goes like this. Here's how to play that lead part. So you start by picking the open D string and then hammering on 7, 9, and 11. Make sure to practice that with a metronome because it's all legato and you want to get those notes down even. You want to play them evenly. Once you get that, it's another hammer on to the G string 7th fret. And then you slide this note while it's still sustaining. You slide it up 2 frets. After you slide it up, hybrid pick the open E string. So it's a unison note. And then you play, after you hybrid pick that open E string, you play the 10th fret with your ring finger, or sorry, your middle finger, and this one you pick. Once again, that your pointer finger, that hammer on with your pointer finger on the G string, that one's really tricky. So you want to practice that, try to get it even. I still don't get it all the time, but once you get that other part down, you can move on to the next part. So it's basically, you pick the open B string, hammer on to 9 and 10, and then hammer on to the 12th fret on the E string, after you get that down, you can go ahead and pick the 12th fret E string and then slide it up 2 frets to the 14th fret. So after that, it goes to the B string on the 14th fret, and then you slide that up 1 fret. So this part changes from the first time you play this lead line to the second time. Everything before it is just the same. The first time you play that lead line, it goes like this. So that's 10 on the B string, hammer on to the 12th fret, and then 11th fret on the G string with vibrato. And then the second time through it ends like this instead. So that goes the B string on the 12th fret, pull off to the 10th fret, and then pick it once more with vibrato. So the lead line goes like this all together. And that's pretty much it. So there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully I explained it clearly. Once again, if you need tabs, go ahead and hit up my Instagram, DM me there. DM me your email. And what did I say at the beginning of this video? oh yeah, what was your favorite song from this past year? Or, you know, just DM me anything. I just want to get to know you guys, just to chat, just to have fun. So either favorite song, or what's a good anime I should watch, or something, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if there's any other songs you'd want me to do. No guarantees on how fast I'll get to them, but I will read all your comments. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching, guys. Shoots.